Morning. So apparently, I guess, with putting clocks back an hour, sun comes up sooner again. But it sets sooner at night. So it's like switching out one thing for another. It doesn't make any sense. No country in the world does this except America. So, but whatever. Alright, good morning, Daniel and Alicia. Issa. If I'm saying that right. Anybody else? So we are on day 104. David and Michelle, good morning. Day 104, Psalm 104. And jump right in it. Bless Yehovah, O my soul. Yehovah, my Elohim, you are very great. You are clothed with honor and majesty, who cover yourself with light as with a garment, who stretch out the heavens like a curtain. He lays the beams of his upper chambers in the waters, who makes the clouds his chariot, who walks on the wings of the wind, who makes his angels spirits, his ministers a flame of fire. You who laid the foundations of the earth so that it should not be moved forever. You covered it with the deep as with a garment. The waters stood above the mountains. At your rebuke they fled. At the voice of your thunder they hastened away. They went up over the mountains. They went down into the valleys, to the place which you founded for them. You have set a boundary that they may not pass over, that they may not return to cover the earth. He sends the springs into the valleys. They flow among the hills. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild donkeys quench in their thirst. By them the birds of the heavens have their home. They sing among the branches. He waters the hills from his upper chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and vegetation for the service of man, that he may bring forth food from the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man. Oil to make his face shine, and bread which strengthens man's heart. The trees of Yehovah are full of sap, the cedars of Lebanon which he planted, where the birds make their nests. The stork has her home in the fir trees. The high hills are for the wild goats. The cliffs are a refuge for the rock badgers. He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knows it's going down. You make darkness, and it is night, in which all the beasts of the forest creep about. The young lions roar after their prey, and seek their food from Elohim. When the sun rises, they gather together, and lie down in their dens. Man goes out to his work and to his labor until the evening. Yehovah, how manifold are your works! In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your possessions, this great and wide sea, in which are innumerable teeming things, living things both small and great. There the ships sail about. There is that Leviathan which you have made to play there. These all wait for you, that you may give them their food in due season. What you give them they gather in. You open your hand, they are filled with good. You hide your face, they are troubled. You take away their breath, they die and return to their dust. You send forth your spirit, they are created, and you renew the face of the earth. May the glory of Yehovah endure forever. May Yehovah rejoice in his works. He looks on the earth and it trembles. He touches the hills and they smoke. I will sing to Yehovah as long as I live. I will sing praise to my Elohim while I have my being. May my meditation be sweet to him. I will be glad in Yehovah. May sinners be consumed from the earth, and the wicked be no more. Bless Yehovah, O my soul. Praise Yehovah. Wow. Man, you can really just meditate on that all day long. In verse 24, O Yehovah, how manifold are your works. In wisdom you have made them all. You know, it makes me ponder and wonder what all that word means. Because in our finite minds, we understand wisdom as being something of being able to figure out things through experience. You know, if we learn through something, then we become wise, is how we all understand that. Now, some people are given a gift of wisdom by Yah, and Scripture even says to ask for wisdom, and Yah will give it to you graciously. But do not be double-minded, or you will receive nothing. So we can ask for wisdom, and wisdom is just having an understanding of something. If it's by a gift, being able to understand a situation without ever having experienced that situation. But most of us gain wisdom by experience. You know, through whatever kind of things you've been through in your life, you can share the wisdom of understanding how to get through that with somebody who's going through it. You can give them wisdom on how to go about enduring or being successful in something to overcome it, or whatever the case may be. But when you read that verse right there, it says that, verse 24, in wisdom you have made them all. Yehovah, how manifold are your works. In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your possessions. In wisdom Yah made the earth. And it's like, there's got to be such a bigger meaning to that word. In wisdom he made the earth. Okay, so in wisdom he set things into action, that everything would have a reflection and an effect on each other. Okay. It's like an area. If you circle of life. Okay, we all know that phrase. So now it is known that if you were to take away all bees, completely annihilate all bees from the earth, they say in a year to year and a half, all living things on the earth would die, because things would not get pollinated, therefore there'd be no food, animals would start dying, then we die last. Or actually funguses and stuff like that die last, whatever it is. Certain areas of the world, if you remove all the wolves from that area, then it'll be overran by herbivore animals that will completely decimate all the vegetation and kill the whole area. And so wolves are a key component to keeping a balance in those type of areas. So I get it. So by wisdom, Yah created the earth. He laid everything into place, that everything has to work off each other. Nothing is by itself. From the tiniest or smallest of bugs to the largest of animals, to mankind. And this world would thrive. This world would not even starve. This world would thrive if man was not so greedy and so destructive. I mean, we look at how many animals man has made extinct. The black rhino, the white rhino, stuff like that, all gone. Because man is just destructive force. They hunt for pleasure and thinking, and for prize and gain and popularity, and all these different animals that have become extinct because man has hunted them to extinction. And the effect that it's having on the culture and the world and stuff like this, and we all know the stuff that gets dumped into the oceans, the plastic in the world that is just causing so much destruction. Yeah. But yet Yah created it all with wisdom. And you just read that chapter, and once again, you can't help but be in awe of just how he put everything into place. And this is why science and people who do date setting and stuff, what I think is interesting is carbon-14 is what is used for dating things. But anything older than 6,000 years, the carbon-14 doesn't date properly. And I think that's interesting because, science tries to prove that the Earth has been here for tens of thousands of years. And it does seem that way because Yah created the Earth mature. When he created Adam and Eve, he didn't create them as babies. They weren't crawling around in diapers and they didn't grow up. He created them as a full-grown man and full-grown woman. Same as the earth. He created the earth mature. He created the earth as though it had grown into what it was. But he made it that way. And so anything over 6,000 years, carbon-14 dating has a hard time being able to properly date something because it doesn't go back. It's just, man, you look at and you think about all of this. You think about how Yah set everything into place. It's pleasurable to sit and just ponder on it all and everything. So, anyways, I'm sitting here just daydreaming about it. But, Mishpacha, as you go about the day today, as always, go back, you get a chance, read it, and see what you get out of it. But as you go through the day today, think about this, that in his wisdom he created you. Yah created you in his wisdom. So it means you're not junk. You're not an accident. You're not any of the things that Satan in this world or people or anybody else would try to convince you of. Because the enemy is always trying to break us down, always trying to tear us apart, always trying to demean us, belittle us, and do everything he can to make us feel like we are not worthy or no good or we're garbage or whatever the case may be. But Yah created you in his wisdom. He created you in his likeness. And you are what you are, and his hand is in it. It's up to you, Mishpacha, to take that, to run with it, to be joyful in it, and to figure out how to, with wisdom, and through Yah's direction and through his word, sift out the junk that the enemies tried to plant in there. That proverbial tear among the wheat. You know, how He's tried to put that in your life. So, in the wisdom that Yehovah gives you through His Word, understand generational curses, things like that, and pray against them, and be delivered from them. Because Yah's hand be upon you, then there's nothing that can be against you. Amen. So I love y'all, Mishpachah. I hope you have an awesome and blessed day. But of course, and most of all, Yehovah loves you. Shalom, shalom.